every company is a behavioral design company at some level, right?
Yes.
They may not know they're doing it, but they have to do it in order to make a profit, right? Um, Pepsi gets us to drink and then monetizes drinking, right? Every company is just some monetization model tied to some behavior change model, right? Visa gets us to transact and then makes money on those transactions. Spotify gets you to listen and then monetizes that listening. So arguably every company. There are some companies that are more intentional about it. Google is obviously very intentional about it. Microsoft is relatively intentional about it. There's a bunch of smaller startups in the world that are relatively intentional about it. So if you think by the industry perspective, sort of health and finance are the two big industries where it's most explicit. The next is probably some form of consumer good, right? So Nike and Walmart and sort of shopping oriented things. Amazon have teams, commerce oriented things. There's also service. There's a lot of service companies. Uber had a team. Like Lyft has some folks. Like a lot of the good work follows the more experienced people. Unfortunately, we have this problem in behavioral science where we have a lot of people. We have a few people at the top, a lot of people at the bottom, and not a lot of people in the middle.
Yep.
And the expertise sort of follows these couple of people at the top, call it 20, 30 people who have been doing this a really long time, right? And then there's this big gap where we're missing a bunch of middle managers that's starting to get filled in, but it's still sort of a long way off.